The NBA Season 8 2021 games and highlights coming up next. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Miami Heat 1-0-1-4, Houston Rockets 1-1-1-3. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Indiana Pacers 1-2-1-3, Detroit Pistons 6-1-8. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. Orlando Magic 9-1-6, Golden State Warriors 1-3-1-2. NBA Season 8 2021 matchups coming up next. New York Knicks 1-1-1-5, Washington Wizards 6-1-6.
we say A from Toronto. For this one from north of the border, I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the motto in Canada is We the North. There's only one direction the Raptors are going right now, and that is up.
Ed, I heard it all. Hustle over hype. Built for buck. North over everything. It doesn't matter what the battle cry is. This team is ready.
There's a great thing going on right now here in Ontario, and a great game to start right now. Won by the Philadelphia 76ers. Howard to Simmons. And a rim rocker, Joel Embiid.
Oh, that's a great way to make an opening statement. It's about the team that's able to punch the other team in the mouth first. That's exactly what you want to do if you're the road team.
To Van Vliet. Joel Embiid snatching it out of the air.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
5 to shoot for Toronto. From long range. Off the mark. And he's going to the free throw line.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And hits the first free throw. So he hits the first, misses the second. Lowry with it. Down 3. Well done, Kyle Lowry. Missed his first. That one goes.
It looks like he's using his ball handling to feel the game out. I know it looks like he's just playing around out there trying to get the fans going. That is true, but he's also finding his rhythm.
Jay, how do you even begin to try and describe the whirlwind that is the Toronto Raptors?
Well, you start with the positive. Last year was the first time in franchise history they were the #1 seed in the Eastern Conference. And here we are. This team's still having a chance to win the Eastern Conference again.
Blocked away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Ben Simmons trying to cash in on a three-point play. 56% for his career. Simmons converts the three-point play. The Sixers increase the lead. Lowry has the basketball. To Van Vliet. Takes stock of the floor. Fred Van Vliet. Lowry with a shot that's no good. To Simmons. Ben Simmons. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
Pascal Siakam to Van Vliet. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Can't miss those. Simmons with it. 10-2 the score. Embiid. Off the penetration, almost, but no good.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
And the finish at the rim.
No doubt about where that one was headed. Sixers
control it. Simmons driving, but a shot no good. To Hollis Jefferson. Missed a wide open look.
And physicality is your friend. Don't let these guys get any easy ones down low. Make them look at the refs, wondering where the foul was every time.
Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Margins 8. To Hollis Jefferson. Won't go. Driving right to the pass.
Oh, he sent that one to the third row.
He was locked in. That was impressive. Lowry into the front court. Down 8. Gets it in the right corner. Wide open look, won't go.
And as a shooter, this is when you start to second guess your shot. You've had 3 wide open shots that you just can't put through the net, but still, keep hunting your shot.
And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. The result, he's going to the line. Dwight Howard has got 2 shots coming. 56% for his career. Oops, he missed the first one. Second one's good. Splits the pair. Ball's controlled by Lowry. It's Howard, the rebound. Rises for the slam. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Lowry to Powell. The drive right to the basket. Dwight Howard swats it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
To Embiid. To Howard. Almost unlucky bounce. Toronto with the basketball. Lowry, terrific vision. Rim rocker for Norman Powell. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Offensive rebound. Another follow. Still no good. Lowry into the front court. His team down 9. Well done, Kyle Lowry. 2 of 4 now.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
To Simmons. Driving right to the basket. And now he's going to shoot a few more as he's fouled going up for it.
Trust me, you want to avoid early foul trouble. Take that one as a warning.
Toronto Raptors.
Ben Simmons at the line for 2 shots. He's perfect from the line so far. Off the mark on the first free throw. Second one goes. It's a 1 of 2 trip.
Number 12, Andrew Bogut.
Lowry with it. He'll run the offense.
I'm here. I got ball.
To Powell. It's Embiid with the rebound. In the front court comes Simmons. His team on top by 8. From the painted area, won't go down. Powell to Lowry. Screen coming. 5 to shoot for Toronto. Well done, Kyle Lowry. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
Oh, my goodness. Someone please patch me into the arena intercom. Clean up on aisle 3.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. The screen sets him up for 2.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Nothing going here on that drive. Alexia Jinsa rejects it.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Rebound cleared by Philly. Here's Simmons with it up top. Up by 6. To Howard. Gets toughness right there. Physical inside. Gets it to go.
Did you see that change of direction mid-flight? And also the English he utilized to spin the ball off the rim? That was a thing of beauty.
Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. The shot by Lowry misses. Great pass to set it up. Easy path to the rim.
You know, teams usually shoot higher percentages early in the shot clock. Plus, you take away the legs of the defense. You have to dictate the pace.
Lowry to Powell. Philadelphia with the basketball. To Danny Green. Beyond the arc for 3. And he's fouled. Good play by the shooter.
You know what? That's an even better play by the defender. I like the foul there. Send a message. Nothing easy.
He's going to have to earn it now. Knocks down the first. Second and 3, off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down a dozen. Not that time. And he'll head to the line.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
First one, count it. Able to convert on both free throws.
Coming right back to you.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Lowry. To Powell. Dwight Howard tips it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Young into the front court. They lead it by 14. To Embiid. Runner's good there.
Oh, man, you're not supposed to be able to do that with that size. But in today's game, dexterity and mobility are off the charts for bigs.
Now the Raptors going to use a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Lowry. Count the basket at the rim.
That's what they need to do more of. Attack that basket. Hit him where it hurts.
Number 7, Kyle Lowry.
To Seth Curry. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Might have had an extra dribble or two there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. To Van Vliet. Shot clock winding down. Fires the three. His first effort off the mark.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
He connects. Had all the time in the world. Too easy.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming. But it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
Lowry, those shots, Jay, have been few and far between in what has been an uneasy first quarter.
And Ed, sometimes that's all you need. Just get one or two to fall. Find the rhythm, find the rhyme. You got plenty of time.
To Danny Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. Danny Green is going to get a chance at three here, shooting 66% in this contest. And he connects on the first free throw.
Oh, yeah, 2 points.
Second free throw off the mark. Still one to come. Kyle Lowry with the rock. Baseline drive. Layup's good. That's as high percentage as it gets.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Danny Green to Embiid.
Oh! Out there looking like the Kimbe Mutombo.
Took it right to him, and the defender was ready. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. For 3, Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him. Straight on 3. At the buzzer. That ends the first quarter, and the 76ers have to be feeling good. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. The ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Joel Embiid with the block. Why even try that time?
I'm going to start calling him the windshield wiper, just erasing all the mistakes.
Shot from the lane won't go. Up top, it's Young. The lead is 15. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Van Vliet. Won't go down.
Pick up. Come on here.
Lets it fly from long range. It's no good. Shot's not going down. The follow won't go either. Nice work by Fred VanVleet.
And whether you're moving north or south or east or west, you got to be able to keep pace with the ball carrier and most importantly, stay in his chest. That's on the defender. It's way too early to be fatigued.
To Nick Young. They love this hustle. That'll get out off the Raptors. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Now a steal as the Raptors have it. Fred VanVleet. And the slam.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Seth Curry to Danny Green. Fires the three. Great defense, forcing the miss.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
To Danny Green. Gets a look. Can't hit.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
The drive right to the basket. A drive to the basket, but the shot won't go down. Lowry into the front court, trailing by 11. Baseline drive. And he's fouled. Earns a trip to the foul line, Jay.
Ed, as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Kyle Lowry, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. First one goes down.
Subbing in for Toronto, number 27, Zaza Pachulia.
And he makes them both.
That boy got jumper.
Driving is Simmons, but his shot no good.
Well, you can't finish with your right hand on the left side of the rim. You actually have to use your opposite hand. Steve Nash is one of the best at this. Different shots at different angles, high off the glass, expecting that there are trees down below with long wingspans that can block your shot.
Short jumper won't fall. Simmons with it. It's a 9-point lead. To Nick Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Ben Simmons. He's 5 for 10, shooting 50%.
As a rookie last year, Ben Simmons averaged 16 points a game and posted 12 triple-doubles, the second most by any rookie in NBA history. Or was last year really his rookie year? We can debate that one later.
To Powell. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Lowry, short jumper, off the mark. That's rebounded by Toronto. To Powell. To Lowry. Deep two there, won't go. Nice follow-up on the dunk there.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. It's in the hands of Philadelphia. And scores.
Ooh, he teased me a little bit right there. But see, I like that. That's called a great entertainer. Always leaving me on the edge of my seat.
From the painted area, won't go down. To Simmons, driving right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Ben Simmons at the line for a chance at a three-point play, shooting 66% in this contest. Simmons converts the three-point play. The Sixers increase the lead. Toronto has the basketball. Lowry. Simmons into the front court. His guys leading by 14. And counted at the rim.
I know this for a fact, Ed. Ben Simmons wanted to channel his inner Bill Russell during the NBA awards as he stood up on that stage accepting that Rookie of the Year trophy, looking down at all the people that hated on him and didn't think that after a year of being injured that he can come back and be the one that everybody thought he could be. One of only 7 players in NBA history to lead his team to 50-plus wins while accepting the Rookie of the Year trophy.
Free throw good. He's able to polish off the three-point play. Siakam matched up with Howard. Lowry. To Hollis Jefferson. Dwight Howard with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
It goes down.
For a smaller player, you have to be more creative with your imagination when you finish with those shots around the rim. For the audience, that may look difficult, but for the player himself, that's what they practice every single day.
Changes coming from both sides right now.
Stepping in for Toronto, number
Lowry to Van Vliet. Wide open look, won't go.
You see, Ed, this is where coaches get fired. It's great to have good offensive sets, but if you can't execute, then the play was a failure.
Trying to cash in, just off the mark. To Nick Young. From the outside, no good.
Just seems like there's lead in the feet of the defenders. You have to bounce quicker to the ball to deter that shot.
Lowry to Van Vliet. Now a pass stolen by the Sixers.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Lowry defended by Howard. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
To Nick Young. Short jumper off the mark.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Lowry taken down by Howard. Simmons with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Oh, he missed a short one there. Lowry with it. He'll run the offense. Down to Zaza. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Cleans it up. Offensive board. Amir Johnson able to recover with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Yes. Give the advantage to the shooter.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Lowry has the basketball to Hollis Jefferson. Fred VanVleet. Lowry with a shot that's no good. Nothing going here on that drive. Nice finish at the rim.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Now a whistle, and Toronto's going to use a timeout as they'll take a moment to go over things here in the second quarter.
Our team website for more details.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Fred VanVleet. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Ooh, I'm telling you from experience, his teammates will never let that one down.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out. Toronto with the basketball. Lowry. Sixers able to clear the rebound. To Lowry. A drive down the lane, but the shot won't go down. Short jumper won't go down. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
In the second quarter.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down. Jay, you know the deal. Keep the touches coming inside.
As long as that defense continues to give you high percentage shots, you better take that every time.
Zaza Pachulia. Huge block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Fred VanVleet to Lowry. Can't connect. To Nick Young. Layup goes down. Well done.
Well, they have such great flow to their offense this evening. The ball isn't sticking to one player individually. It's moving around the perimeter, and it's zipping. They're playing with a special cohesiveness.
To VanVleet. Five to shoot for Toronto. Knocked loose. Sixers have it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
And strokes it.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
No, great defense there, forcing the pickup. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Corner three at the buzzer. That misses with a second to go. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Jalen.
Fellas, Jalen here with your halftime report. The 76ers, were the dominant team in that first half, without question. It was their playmaking, the way they gave each other scoring opportunities. That really impresses me. I love seeing unselfish basketball like that. Have a look at the leading scorers. For the Philadelphia 76ers, the Raptors did a lot of things wrong in that opening half. At this point, it's all about pride and mental toughness. A comeback is not impossible, but it's also not likely. These are the guys getting buckets for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Bench points.
The Toronto Raptors are getting enough bench production in this contest. Their reserves need to step up and start making an impact in this game.
Player of the half.
Simmons did a great job of reading the defense and exploiting the opportunities where he can make the most damage. He's definitely feeling it.
Who was cold?
No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Lowry. Pascal Siakam. And he drains it.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Simmons. To Embiid. Had a chance, but it's no good. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Down a bundle. Gets it in the right corner. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
Great job using that shoulder to create contact with the defender without hesitation.
That pass taken away by Toronto.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
Okay, look, not everything is going to make it into the scouting report.
Simmons driving, but his shot no good.
And, Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. They're capitalizing on the momentum gain from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
Alexia Jinsa pins it. Blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Right down Broadway for the 2. Defender has to pick him up.
And attention to detail is everything for a professional scorer like that. Actually getting it done the hard way there.
Screen coming. Lowry. 4-3. Rebound taken by the Sixers. To Howard. Nothing going here on that drive. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
And I love the smile on the face of the offensive player. Sometimes luck is on your side. I don't know how that shot went in, but and one.
Dwight Howard trying to cash in on a three-point play. Shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Free throw's good as they continue to widen their lead. Ball's controlled by Lowry. Scores from the post.
And ISO basketball is becoming a thing of the past. Team basketball is back. And if you have that personnel with the versatility plus the mindset, game over.
Driving is Simmons, but a shot no good.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Taken by the Sixers. Nothing going here on that drive. To Howard. Able to convert inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Lowry into the front court. His guys down big. And count the basket.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Howard. Rebound taken by Toronto. Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Just not going down. Shot from the lane won't go.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Lowry. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Watch the screen left.
Here comes the screen. Lowry up against the 8-time All-Star. The Raptors down to 3 on the shot clock. Short jumper won't fall.
We call some of these players practice players. You know, the guys that make 5 out of 10 shots in practice, but then all of a sudden they're not gamers because then they're making 1 of 10. That's exactly what you want him to do. You want him to take those kind of shots.
Pascal Siakam. Oh, had him going there for a second. Joel Embiid sends it away.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Lowry. Here's a chance from long range. Off the mark. No good. Passed it off from long range. That one off the mark. It's no good. Baseline drive, but he can't finish. In the front court comes Simmons. His guys holding the big lead. Alexia Jinsa sends it away. That'll get out off the Raptors. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Beyond the arc for three. Now that's a contest.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Good defense. He had nowhere to go. The result, jump ball. After the tie-up, they're in position for the jump ball. Howard. That one's going to be out of bounds. Lowry to Van Vliet.
Big pick right there.
Dwight Howard snatching it out of the air.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Lowry to Van Vliet. Oh, not a good pass there. That's a turnover.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in first and second grade. Is called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Dwight Howard swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
No good.
Remember that old saying, let sleeping dogs lie? I wouldn't trash talk to this guy right now. I wouldn't want to do anything to ignite him or really instigate him to start attacking more.
Lowry. 5 to shoot for Toronto. That's no good.
Oops.
Danny Green to Embiid. Gets a shot up off the mark. Lowry with it.
Hi,
He'll run the
emoji person
offense.
raising hand with light skin tone, emoji female sign.
Short jumper off the mark.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Ball controlled by Kyle Lowry. Joel Embiid rejects it. It was right there. Fires the three. Smothering D. End to end on that one. 94 feet for the basket.
I know I've seen this many times in various mixtapes. Add that one to the list, too.
Now whistle and a timeout for Philadelphia as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter.
Emoji full moon with face, emoji first quarter moon with face, night night.
Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Entering the game for the Raptors, number 30, Hollis Jefferson.
Seth Curry to Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. 4 out of 7.
Old school equals high percentage.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fred Van Vliet to Hollis Jefferson. finish that. And the rebound comes down to Green. Going to launch beyond the arc. Seth Curry off the mark. Good defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by a Sixer. Time to shuffle things up. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Has a chance. Shot won't go.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Toronto has the basketball. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I love the drive to the basket there. Instead of trying to go around or over, go through.
Seth Curry to Danny Green. Has a look. Not going down for him this time.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jumper.
For 3. Tough shot. Well defended. Trying to cash in. Not that time. Young into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they try to extend the lead. Ah, missed it. How'd that not go down? Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. 3 quarters complete. And a great start for the 76ers. It's been a compelling game so far. The fourth quarter is underway. Sixers have the basketball. To Embiid. Shot from in close, no good.
And I know this is an off day for him, but still, that serves as no excuse for you not to give any effort on the defensive end. Here's a trick. If you get yourself engaged defensively, that can at times help you offensively.
That's out. Last touch by Norman Powell. Here's Simmons with it up top. His guys up by 15. From the painted area, won't go down.
It's easy for the offense to get agitated when you keep turning around and the defense is right there in your face. The jawing is only going to escalate.
That'll get out off the Raptors. Gets to the basket and scores.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Nick Young tips it. The screen sets him up for 2.
I don't really care that Fred VanVleet finished 3rd in the voting for 6th Man of the Year. You know what I care about? That he was a draft snub. That 3 seasons ago, he was undrafted and nobody wanted him. After that, he spent time on the Raptors D-League team to being a guy that sits on their bench to all of a sudden being one of the best players on their squad. That's a story, that's a narrative we need to focus on.
Fred VanVleet to Hollis Jefferson. Snared by Embiid. Young with the basketball. The lead is 15. Can't connect from inside. A drive through the paint, but his shot misses.
And you see so many players quit on the play after they were beat the first time, but not him. He stayed on his hip, he fought back, and he made the player miss the shot. That's great defense.
To Powell. The drive, right to the basket. He cruises in for two. Too easy.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
To Nick Young. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at three coming up.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Nick Young at the line for a chance at a three-point play. A career 83% free throw shooter. Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead. Toronto with the basketball. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
Looks like some substitutions are coming on in.
Number 10, Danny Green.
Nice pass to set things up.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
To Danny Green. They'll get it down to Johnson. Jason Smith with the block.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Lets it fly from long range. Danny Green can't get that one to go. Defense all over him.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Send it away.
Did you see how far he got up? He kept going up and up and up. I think he's still going up. What happened is he didn't balance himself off the defender. He didn't initiate contact. He allowed the contact to initiate him. We could break that down later in the broadcast, but that's why he missed that easy chip.
Fred VanVleet. And a throwdown.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Sixers control it.
Oh, get that out of here.
Message sent, Jay. New blood coming in for both sides. Simmons to Howard. Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Let me tell you something that nobody will ever talk about. Did you see him slow down right before he was about to go up? That slow change of speed, that slight change was just enough to throw the defender off.
Kyle Lowry trying to cash in on the three-point play. Hasn't missed yet. One free throw good, so he converts on the three-point play. And the lead down to 11. Drive on the baseline, but his shot stays out. Oh, highlight moves. Tough to do with the defender all over you. Pascal Siakam. Gets it to go. Could have been more. A lot of contact, but no foul.
Oh, don't see the read. Be the read.
Good look that time, but off the mark. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. His guy's down by 9. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable. And almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Lowry into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. To Van Vliet. Not that time. You've got to get that one to go. So Lowry, that'll get out off the Raptors. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Stepping in for the 76ers, number
Simmons with it. Lead stands at 7. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Lowry into the front court. Looking to make something happen. Able to convert inside.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Simmons to the basket, but his shot stays out.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
Simmons, now a steal as the Raptors have it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in the playoff game, it will.
Pascal Siakam to Lowry. Nothing going here on that drive. Dwight Howard with a piece.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Right through the heart of the defense. The layup is good.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
It's the Raptors with the basketball. Screen coming. Lowry. Fires the 3, and it's good.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Has a chance. Wide open look, won't go. Embiid to Seth Curry. And the reward, a couple of shots at the line.
Ed, the reality is that good jump shooters know how to get those calls. Overall, though, there's less flopping in the game, which is great. But there's something uncanny about certain players' abilities to get those calls on a regular basis.
First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Kyle Lowry with the rock. Plenty of contact. The shot no good. Young into the front court. Up by 6. To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. With that, he's 5 for 9.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. Knock loose. Sixers have it. Embiid, good for 2.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Lowry with it. His guys trail by 10. Jason Smith Defended by Seth Curry. Shot from the lane won't go. To Seth Curry. Young. Won't go. He needs some luck on his side given how they're defending.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Joel Embiid able to recover with the block. Up top, it's Young. Lead stands at 10. Runner here won't go.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Lowry goes to the right side. OG Anunoby guarded by Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Has a look. Shot by Anunoby, no good.
Misses happen. Don't put your head down. Let that motivate you in the defensive end. Use it for something positive.
Off the assist.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Ball's controlled by the Raptors. Fred VanVleet to Lowry. A bad pass as the Sixers come up with the steal.
You better get back on D. This thing is not over.
And watch him do the rest. Slam dunk.
And cutting hard in transition is one of the most underrated things about this game. The harder you can cut is the more it opens up the floor to make plays just like that.
To Nick Young. Nothing going here on that drive. Young. The Sixers with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Well defended. Across the timeline, it's Lowry. Trailing by 14. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Philadelphia with the basketball. Five on the shot clock for Philadelphia. 4-3. That's how you defend. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Oh, the slam popped out.
And that's next level defense. The defender took away the pocket space of the shooter. Now, as a shooter, they shoot hundreds of shots each and every day from that pocket with consistency. Now you force them to change the angle or the positioning of that pocket. You're going to lower the chances of them making that shot.
Coach has seen enough. He wants some changes. New personnel onto the floor. Long heave from three-quarters court. The Sixers are victorious as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
It's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The 76ers almost let this one get away from them, but they managed to get the victory. The statistic that seems to stand out in 3D is their assists. So many of their points were made possible by their team chemistry, and it was great to see. The Raptors just couldn't close this one out. When a team goes back and review the film, coach will probably find areas of improvement. But one thing he can't say is they should have shot better. They did a great job of scoring in this game. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Toronto Raptors.
Game track. Assists.
You can tell both of these teams feel very comfortable in their offensive systems. There was plenty of great playmaking in this contest.
Player of the game.
Dwight Howard put up the kind of points that made him an easy choice for this award. He couldn't be stopped. And when he realized he was in a zone, he just took it to another level.
Who was gold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course. But even the best players find their way into this part of the show. These are the top plays of the game.
Number 2. Number 1.
This is what the future holds for the Toronto Raptors. On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.